So, in the process of oogenesis, we have discussed that in the fetus only, ovum, oogonial cells divide and form primary oocytes. These primary oocytes convert into secondary oocytes. Secondary oocytes later convert into mature ovum. Right? This is the process we have discussed. Again, we will try to understand in depth of this particular oogenesis. Okay. So once the zygote is formed, okay, this from the zygote formation to the baby birth, this is 270 to 280 days. 270 to 280 days. This is also called as gestation period. Embryo development stage. So this is also called as gestation period or embryo development stage. This will be 270 to 280 days. Okay. So the zygote is formed, and this zygote is decided from the father and mother that so here the baby is going to be a female baby. Female baby. This female baby is in the form of zygote now. The female baby is in the form of zygote now. This zygote has implanted, successful implantation. And the successful implantation is growing into embryo, and this embryo will be from 3 months, that is 90 days after the implantation, called as fetus. So here assume that this is the 6 months of gestation or 180 days of gestation. 180 days of gestation. At this 180 days of gestation time, inside the fetus, ovary is formed. Along with the ovary, inside the ovary, oogonial cells are formed. Oogonial cells are formed. These oogonial cells are 2A in condition, that is diploid in condition. These oogonial cells have given rise to primary oocytes dividing by mitosis. Dividing by mitosis. So, once the birth of the baby takes place, only primary oocytes are present in the female baby, no oogonial cells. Primary oocytes are only present in the female baby, no oogonial cells. No oogonial cells. These primary oocytes, well, we have discussed that. From the first day of the baby birth to 14 or 11 years, that is menarche, before menarche. Before menarche, the primary oocytes will be developing into, the primary oocytes are developed into the childhood stage, they are developed into secondary oocyte. So the secondary oocytes are undergoing in two divisions. Before primary oocyte formation, till here mitosis is completed. This mitosis followed by meiosis 1, prophase 1. Meiosis 1, prophase 1. That will be started, and the primary oocytes will be stopped at the prophase 1 of meiosis 1. Prophase 1 of the meiosis 1. These primary oocytes now will form, once their baby is taken birth, from the one day of the baby birth to the 11 years, that is first menarche cycle, they will be changing from the primary oocyte to the secondary oocyte. Primary oocyte to the secondary oocyte stage. And once she attains the puberty, that is whatever the cells which are present inside the baby ovaries are only secondary oocytes. Only secondary oocytes are present. These are all N in condition, haploid in condition, or diploid, haploid in condition, near to the haploid condition, N in condition. This secondary oocyte, once the baby shows the first menarche, they will be converted into mature ovum. Mature ovum is also haploid in condition or N in condition. So here, once again, try to understand that. Once the fertilization occurs, the zygote is formed. When the zygote is having two X chromosomes, one from the father, one from the mother, the baby, if it is decided as female baby. Once the female baby zygote is formed, the zygote will be implanted. After successful implantation, the baby is slowly developing into embryo. Embryo will be from 90 days after the fertilization. The embryo is called as fetus, means growing child or growing embryo or developed embryo is called as fetus. This fetus, at the 6 months of the baby fetus, the oogonial cells which are already formed during the 6 months will start converting into primary oocytes. And once the baby is birthed, whatever the components present are called as only primary oocytes. They are in two-in condition. So once the primary oocytes are formed, they have been divided once with mitosis. That is, number of cells are oogonial cells have been divided into two by mitosis, and so many primary oocytes are formed. These primary oocytes after birth has already been arrested at the prophase 1 of the meiosis 1. Prophase 1 of the meiosis 1, and these primary oocytes after the birth of the baby will start converting into secondary oocyte. This secondary oocyte division is completed before menarche, that is the attaining of the puberty, and the secondary oocyte will be releasing per month one mature ovum, which is N, that is called as Grapharian follicle or mature ovum. Mature ovum, that first mature ovum releasing is called as menarche. So the process from the conversion of the primary oocytes to the secondary oocyte takes place before the menarche and after the birth of the baby. After the birth of the baby. Now we will discuss in detail this process again. So hope you understood this. Now we will try to understand the conversion of oogonial cells to the primary oocyte in different stages. Oogonial cells, ON in condition, these oogonial cells will convert from the 6 months to 9 months into primary oocytes. Primary oocytes. These oogonial cells undergo the mitosis 1, mitosis, and also a part of meiosis 1, prophase 1. Meiosis 1, prophase 1. Now, these are called as primary oocytes. So here, birth of the baby occurred. Okay. From the so this is called child period. This is called child period. This primary oocyte now convert into the primary oocyte, now convert into secondary oocyte. This secondary oocyte will release of the menarche. Mature ovum or or Grapharian follicle. So the primary oocyte is converted to secondary oocyte to mature ovum. Okay. So from while the primary oocyte is converting to the secondary oocyte, they have several stages. That several stages, they start with the prophase 1. Whatever the stage it has left, from there it starts that, and it continues up to metameiosis to metaphase 2. Means once it is formed, the secondary oocyte, it has completed the formation of secondary oocyte. The secondary oocyte, the division meiosis to metaphase 2 has been completed. So this is the point you need to keep in mind. This primary oocyte, while transforming into secondary oocyte, the primary oocyte, while transforming into secondary oocyte, first the primary oocyte. So you see that, you understand that the primary oocyte is this. That is primary oocyte. The primary oocyte. This primary oocyte now convert into primary follicle. Primary oocyte now convert into primary follicle. Primary oocyte now convert into primary follicle. That is nothing but by addition of one more layer called as granulosa layer. Primary oocyte is present inside that, and one more, this is completely called as primary follicle. Primary follicle. The granulosa layer, one layer with the primary oocyte is called as primary follicle. Now this is called as secondary follicle. Secondary follicle. Now this is called as secondary follicle. follicle now change into tertiary follicle. This is called as tertiary follicle. This is called as tertiary follicle. Tertiary follicle. Tertiary follicle. Have a note on this. We'll start here. So we have seen the tertiary follicle. Tertiary follicle. So here along with this, okay, here now it is tertiary follicle and secondary, and now we have discussed the primary follicle, primary oocyte will be changed into secondary oocyte. Secondary oocyte. While the primary oocyte is converting to secondary oocyte, we have discussed that, okay, primary follicle means one granulosa layer. One granulosa layer. This primary follicle now change into secondary follicle, means two granulosa layers. The secondary follicle will soon transform into tertiary follicle. Tertiary follicle means three or more granulosa layers. Three or four more granulosa layers, including a new theca, that is membrane. New theca or membrane. This will from the tertiary follicle with these conditions is called as secondary oocyte. The tertiary follicle with these layers inside it is now called as secondary oocyte. Now this tertiary follicle is now moving into two separate positions. That is, you have seen the diagram there. Once again, try to check the diagram here. So this is called, here it is converted, the tertiary follicle is converted inside into secondary oocyte, and this is called as tertiary follicle with the antrum. This condition is called tertiary follicle with fluid-filled antrum. So this is called as antrum. So now it is called as mature ovum. This is called as secondary oocyte. This will stay in this position, and that is called as a tertiary follicle with fluid-filled antrum, and in that this is the secondary oocyte. That is called as secondary oocyte. This secondary oocyte per month will only develop one. That is, before first ovulation, from each ovum, one tertiary follicle with fluid-filled antrum, which is a secondary oocyte, will develop into by accumulating one more layer to this called as mature ovum or Grapharian follicle. Will form the Grapharian follicle. Grapharian follicle means mature ovum. This will convert during the ovulation. This Grapharian follicle will form the ovum by bursting. Will form the ovulation. During the ovulation, that is the first menarche cycle, this Grapharian follicle will show the ovum. The Grapharian follicle means mature ovum to be released. Mature ovum to be released, and once this secondary oocyte is converting to the ovum, there will be the next phase of the it will be stopping at the metaphase 2 of the meiosis 2 and it will be released. So once the fertilization occurs, again this will be, the ovum will be now changing from the metaphase 2 to the remaining telophase and embryo formation take place. Embryo formation take place after this ovulation if fertilized. Ovulation, if fertilization occurs only, the ovum will change into zygote. If fertilization does not occur, they will not change into the zygote. They will not be changed into the zygote.